Guys.
Holy shit.
I'm a proud man who believes in hitting people that are comedians for making jokes. Okay? Tears strolling down my face right now.
So messed up.
I deserve this award, and he deserved that punch in the face.
What
the fuck is this shit, dude?
Are you team Chris Rock or team Will Smith?
Guys, there is no team Will Smith in my books. That's fucking... All right, guys, what's up? We talk about movies and stuff, but we want to talk about what we saw at the Academy Awards just now. So, do you guys want to tell the story? Do you want me to?
Go ahead. I feel like you're buzzing.
Okay, so they're giving out a bunch of awards, and this award season for us has been pretty weird because things were winning that we didn't expect to win.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It was
stuff that we wanted to win.
It was legitimately so far not a terrible Academy Awards. I feel like they made up they made up for the West Side Story thing, but then all of a sudden, Chris Rock comes out to present for Best Documentary, right?
I think so.
Best Documentary Film.
Yeah.
And he makes a couple of jokes because he's Chris Rock. Beloved Chris Rock gets more handsome and rugged as time goes on.
Retweet.
And he made a joke that maybe wasn't in the best. I mean, not the top tier of tastes. He makes a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, who people had been poking at the whole night about like shared consent jokes. Like Amy Schumer and Regina Hall both like went at Jada a little bit. And so Will can punch those people. So Chris Rock made a joke saying like because of her alopecia, right?
Yeah.
She's like, you know, like bald, like she shaved her head down because of it. And he called her G.I. Jane.
If anything, that's kind of a compliment. G.I. Jane is hot.
He's like G.I. Jane too. And then there was a bit of a cut of audio, and then he was like, "Oh, like that was one of the good ones. Don't be so upset." And then you just see Will Smith storm the stage
like a psychopath.
You see Chris Rock get hit in the face on live television, and then you see Will Smith instantly start walking away, and then the audio starts cutting like rapidly.
Yeah.
And you hear Will Smith cursing out Chris Rock and being dramatic at the Academy Awards 3 feet from Dame Judi Dench, bitch. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Is the Oscars not enough of a shit show that you're fucking throwing VH1 reality TV show at it? Fucking Daisy of Love bullshit. Fucking Flavor of Love bullshit, dude. And keep in mind, this was there is no... All right. The Academy Awards. The most prestigious award I think there is, right? The most prestigious award show there is for sure. And someone makes a joke at your wife who's a famous person.
Yeah.
And is incredibly beautiful and really like, you know, if the worst thing in her life is alopecia, like that's horrible, but like, come on.
She still looks hot.
Everybody's punching up at this award show.
And they're still saying she looks hot.
Including Will Smith, who literally punched up.
God.
All right, so that's where we thought it was bad. And then the show, Chris Rock proceeds to be a professional. He stumbles over his words for a second because he just got punched by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, actually, he got slapped like a little bitch because Will doesn't apparently know how to punch.
Well, you know, he is kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's all flustered. He's like, this just became a famous night. Here's the documentary shit. Boop. And then just, you know, was professional and walked off and then disappeared for the rest of the night, by the way.
Fucking took the stage from Questlove.
I think the Academy just went back and murdered him because they knew they had Will. They knew Will had to come up later because guess what, guys? He won Best Actor tonight.
Yep.
After this event took place.
Yep.
For King Richard. A story about an overbearing man historically who's very flawed. So my question to you is, before we even get into the speech, do you guys think there's a part of him that did this because he thought it would be good press for his movie?
No.
Okay, I agree.
I think it's bad press.
Before the speech, I thought maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe he was doing it to be significant. Maybe he was having a Jared Leto moment, you know? But then his speech came.
Yeah. Yikes.
Guys, I've never seen somebody dance so much around an apology in my entire life.
Yeah.
He was out there being Fred fucking Astaire, bro, dancing around the apology like, I will not say sorry to Chris Rock, even though I physically assaulted him.
He doesn't think what he did was wrong.
And yeah,
and he says that in his speech.
Yeah, like,
He's
Guys.
protecting his family,
Guys,
like he does in the film.
just tell me.
Toxic fucking masculinity.
But okay, anyway, so
Holy
after
shit.
this happens, right, I want to get to this part too. So the show is going really well. The Oscars
Yeah.
are going pretty well, I think. You know, there's some hiccups with some jokes. Amy Schumer can be a little corny, whatever. Regina Hall definitely. But there's this moment in the show right after this where they're showing the in memoriam, like not even that long after. And they talk about, oh man, I can't remember the name of the actor, but it was the first black person ever be nominated for Best Actor, right? They're talking about him and they're teeing up like the importance of like black actors and like representation, which is a great message. But at that moment, I knew that Will Smith was going to win this Oscar because there was so much buildup that this was going to happen and be incredibly controversial. And then they did this in memoriam with like really upbeat music. And the thing is, the whole vibe of the Oscars this year was like lighthearted, fun.
Yeah.
Like the topics at hand with the films are very dark, but this Oscars tried to be more fun. They had like, oh, we have the top 5 fan moments, and there's a meme in there too.
And they had exclusively comedians host, like for the main host, not for the MCs. But yeah, they had some funny MCs too.
And so like there's this lighthearted tone, and then this happens, and then see the in memoriam had already planned to be on the lighter side. So it was like beautiful, like dun dun when I die, blah, blah. It's like all like upbeat, and it's like, you know, like we just saw Will Smith murder his own career.
Yeah.
A very strange moment. Guys, what was going through your head when this
Yikes.
happened? I just want to know because I'm flustered. I'm blown away.
I thought it was fake.
Me too at first. Yeah.
So he first went up there. I was like, oh, it's a little bit between him and Chris Rock. And for a second, it looked like a stage slap.
It did look like a stage slap at first. I was like, LOL. And then like we saw in the silence of the crowd.
Yes.
And we're looking to see if anybody's smiling, and we just see Lupita Nyong'o like
the
the world
background,
is
just
dark. Yeah, the world is bleak. Will Smith's a monster.
And then you knew shit got real when it cut audio and you hear Will Smith mouthing. He's like, you better leave my wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
Yeah, I'm glad you can read lips because I had no idea what he was saying, but it
Me
seems
either.
as though the internet is backing up that was indeed what was said.
Yep.
I mean, guys, what do you even say to all this?
Okay. So he apologizes in his speech to the Academy
Apologizes.
and to his family. And it's like, why are you preaching about peace and love, and yet you literally skirted around the whole entire situation that happened? And Amy Schumer came out with the funniest joke she made that entire night.
Yes.
She's like, like is the environment like weird in here, guys? It's like, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. It almost seems like something atrocious took place.
Yeah.
It was really fucking
Yikes.
good. I agreed with that performance. Then what she did to Kirsten Dunst was shitty, but that's not the point.
I agree.
But that's not the point at all. She's a team player.
Yeah.
She's been picked on before, so it's okay.
It was funny.
But man, dude, like, what?
I think it just hurts.
It blew up the rest of the awards. Like,
Yeah.
it was such a significantly fucked up moment, and his speech was so long,
Yeah.
and he was having a mental breakdown the whole time.
Yeah.
And he was like crying, and there was moments during the speech where like because of how fucked up he was, like there was snot running down his face, so they were cutting the picture from him.
Yeah.
And like you know that like people were arguing over whether to cut it or not because they would cross cut to a different scene. Like there was no communication. They kept cross cutting between a logo
the
that said the
Williams.
Oscars and then the Williams, and then
Yeah.
the logo that just says the Oscars, and then the Williams.
Yeah.
And you know that there was no communication going on. Things were fucking
Yeah.
And
up.
Twitter was blowing up. Everybody was like, "Where's the music?" Can
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can they
somebody
just cut
play
him
him
off,
off.
or-
I mean, even people who like him have to admit that speech was yikes.
Yeah.
And the only reason
he
people
needed stopped.
people want to accept it as an apology, it's not an apology. And like, don't get me wrong, Chris Rock, that was a mean joke. I think that was
Yeah.
mean.
I mean,
But
it
you
was
know what?
hardly mean.
But you know what though? Nothing amounts to physical violence.
It really wasn't mean
agree.
because G.I. Jane is hot.
And Anthony Hopkins came out and threw his fucking dick right up on the table and just made fun of Will Smith in real time, telling him to be quiet.
Yeah, that was good.
He's like, we need peace, love, and,
And quiet.
I think the whole thing for me, I don't think it would have felt as fucked up if it hadn't been right before Questlove won for Summer of Soul.
And like it was such an emotional moment, and then Questlove has to like, it's basically like Will Smith in his acceptance speech the whole time is like, I'm a figure for my people, and like that's a very powerful idea. But you interrupted an actual figure that you can distinctively say is for quote unquote, your people, in the sense that like this is a very influential person who's bringing a real rich addition to this culture as well as film culture. It's blending two things, adding representation, paving a path for other creatives. That's what Questlove did tonight. And you punched somebody before his award and ruined his moment.
Yeah.
And that you're fucked up for that and stupid. And I don't agree with your apology. I think you're a big man baby who can't handle the fact that everybody was cucking you all night and Chris Rock was the first person you were allowed to punch. You fucking punk ass bitch.
And
Hell
he ruined
yeah.
And by the way, concussion sucked. It sucked.
Damn. They took away the fucking Legacy Award because
Yeah, they cut the Legacy Award part. Like they were gonna have like a video reel of the Legacy Award stuff, and they cut it out. And then at the end, there's like, "Thanks, legends," because things were so fucking messy.
Yep.
And things were so long too.
Yeah, they went a half hour over because of everything that went on. I mean, Will Smith's speech had to be 6-7 minutes long.
And it was 6-7 minutes too long.
No, but like the other speeches, I mean, they literally cut off one dude after saying one word.
Yeah.
It was for Drive My Car, right? The cinematographer, I think, or who was it?
One more time.
He was like, "What?
I think it was Ryusuke. I think that's his name.
Yeah." Was it screenplay? Was that what it was? What was it?
International film.
International film. You're right. It was international film.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to talk and they play the music. But with Will Smith, they're like, let's let this man redeem his whole career or burn it to the ground today.
Yeah.
And what sucks
Rightfully
is it seems
so.
like the internet split on this. Don't be split on it.
No.
You cannot act like an immature child.
Yeah.
And like everybody can talk about wanting to get up and hit somebody for being unreasonable, for being disgusting. And like those ideas are great in theory, but you also have to consider that we're a civilized people, and you don't
assault.
just get up and just assault somebody because they said a joke you don't fucking like.
And this is the fucking Academy Awards. It's a classy ass event that's like historic.
Like, do you realize how lucky you are to
Right?
even be there, Will Smith?
Fuck
Like,
you.
do you understand how many amazing actors that are way better than you will never even grace the screen, let alone be at the Academy Awards, a historic building, getting a historic award? At a show that you fucking greased up at and decided to fight Chris Rock at like a little pussy bitch. Oh, it's disgusting.
I love P. Diddy too. P. Diddy was like,
Yeah, you all
we'll
can
settle
solve this like a family. Yeah.
at the after party.
Yeah, Chris Rock will not be at that after party.
No.
Chris Rock, I hope you press charges.
Same. I hope the Academy presses charges for being on their grounds because that was.
I think
fucked.
that this is real grounds to ban Will Smith from the Academy.
I'm surprised they let him keep his seat up in the front.
Well,
They
knew he was getting like somebody at the Academy, the individual people they knew.
Yeah.
So
Even though at the end they have that sign where it's like they're sealed until the presenters open them.
yeah, they are sealed, but the physical academy
yeah.
still knows because they're the ones who tallied the votes.
Should have changed it. Just saying.
They can't change it. It's a legally binding
I know,
thing.
but Andrew Garfield looked really cute in that movie, even though I haven't seen it. Anyway.
Oh, Tick Boom. No, I mean, no. Everybody else up there was as deserving, if not more, than Will Smith for the performance. And when you add in the way he acted like a fucking arrogant jerk and ruined the legacy of the Williams sisters as well by having the biggest Oscar that their film will award being about your petty squabbles with another entertainer over whether your wife is hot or not.
And yet he
You're a fucking
compares
loser.
himself to their dad.
Yes.
You're putting their dad in a bad name. Like what? It
is
baffles
No,
weird.
me.
It's
we
just a
do
weird
have to
move.
acknowledge
Baffles me.
he openly apologized to the
He did.
Academy, but he never apologized to Chris Rock.
No.
Or to the Will.
He did apologize to the Williams family.
Yeah, but like, I don't care though. That's so disrespectful. I don't care that he apologized. Honestly, he should have apologized to Chris.
I'm just waiting. There is this like small like outside shot that maybe there's more to it than we know.
Yeah.
But if you just look at it based on just the facts that are
No.
presented, and even if you date, like you can pontificate about what could get a reaction of physical violence, there's not a lot where it's appropriate.
Yeah.
So you can have whatever. I mean, it could be like Chris Rock has been making fun of his wife every day. okay, like maybe you should
Handle
call him
it
out on
after the
Twitter.
filing
File a
show.
restraining
File a
order.
restraining order. You don't get up and hit somebody because they make a
No.
joke you don't like. Whether you think they're being a bully or not, you're a big fucking dumb brute who can't handle a joke.
Yeah.
Big deal. I'm not watching Fresh Prince anymore. You're fucking lame.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
That's how I really feel about it.
I loved him.
I loved him too. He was so
Yeah.
lovable.
And Fresh
then-
Prince is one of my favorite shows.
Me too.
And I have a really bad taste in my mouth.
I mean, you
I
gotta
was
really,
so excited for
especially
Bel Air,
like
too.
you had a chance to like come out and apologize.
Yeah.
You had the perfect opportunity. You literally were given. That's why they give you so much time, you big fucking dummy.
Because they were waiting
They
for
were
it.
waiting for you to apologize to Chris Rock publicly. Because I assume, I even bet that they pulled you aside and said, if you win this award and get up and speak, you will apologize publicly.
Yep.
I guarantee you that that was a conversation that happened.
And so he apologized to the Academy, and that's it.
And that's it. And then he even said, I hope they let me come back, like LOL, but I still ain't apologizing.
Lol,
Like,
gonna
you
hit
know,
someone
if
else.
you just give a genuine apology, like, you know what, that was I was totally in the wrong, and my emotions overcame me, and I deeply apologize to Chris Rock for my childlike behavior. This night's more than about me, and blah blah blah. There's so many
Yeah.
things you could have said,
Yeah.
For
but you
sure.
didn't. And then at the end, you're like, I hope the Academy will have me back. It's like, oh, whatever, you big fucking baby. I hope they won't. Your shitty acting can leave the Academy anyway. Half the time, you're fucking playing yourself, Deadshot. Yeah, Deadshot. Okay, you're Will Smith with a fucking gun, bro. There's a
Yeah.
reason why they brought back Idris Elba and not you, because you're shitty acting. My fucking
Wow.
goodness, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There's a time and a place. And
Right.
This was not it.
It was not it. And like, but it's also like, guys, we also have to admit, it also is so funny that it happened the way it did. I mean,
We
like,
were screaming.
we were angry, but we were also like, what is this Oscar
Yeah.
show right now? Will Smith, beloved Will Smith, got up and hit somebody physically in the face and did not like
Beloved Chris Rock.
beloved Chris Rock. Like, okay, let's change the scenario. Anyone else who isn't famous gets up and punches Chris Rock in the face.
Absolutely not.
It's over. It's over. Not only will
They'd
they
be
be
in
sued,
jail,
they'd
like-
probably be murdered on sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for Will Smith to be like, okay, I'm gonna punch this dude, and then I'm gonna sit here, collect my trophy, make it all about how he kept talking about how he protects his family.
Yeah.
I'm a protector.
That's
and
just,
kept
like,
trying to
toxic.
justifying it.
And gross.
He's like, this is a good thing I have. This quality means strength. Me being a child and hitting somebody at the Academy Awards and being a big fucking baby, that means strength. That's what strength is. No, being strength is being a fucking adult and looking adversity in the face and being like, yeah, it doesn't affect me because I'm a professional. And, you know, somebody making fun of my wife is not the end of the fucking world because we have $1 bajillion and 3 healthy kids and a perfect life. So I just wonder where he gets off trying to be so oppressed. Like, everybody's mean to me in the business, so I finally stood up for myself. That makes me strong. You're a fucking dummy.
Yeah.
Skip Bel Air.
Skip Bel Air. Skip Fresh Prince of Bel Air at this point if
That
you haven't
too.
seen it. I Am Legend was shit anyway. If you rewatch it as an adult, you realize it's just a movie that's really melodramatic and they kill your favorite dog. So,
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Oh God.
Any other thoughts on this, guys?
No.
I'm just happy that this is the first Oscars I've
Yeah.
ever watched.
I love that we we literally watched this awards show. Like, we did, if you guys want, you can check out our other video. We do a Oscars like predictions video because we do film and TV reviews on this channel. And I'm like, oh, we're all gonna watch together and like do a reaction afterwards. And that video, I think, is still coming. But this was just so insane that we had to do it. Like,
It was at the
Yeah.
forefront of our minds.
I
Like,
couldn't even think about like literally the picture we wanted to win Best Picture won, and then we didn't care because it was so insane.
Yep.
Like, oh my God. It makes me laugh. It makes me nervous how scary that was and how
Yeah.
crazy that was.
It could have been so much worse.
Oh, definitely.
Imagine if he decided, oh, I'm going to hit him one more time.
Oh my God.
Fucking A.
Well, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to us rant
Yeah.
about this.
Guys-
Let us know what you think about this situation.
I want you to tell me, like, I want you guys to put in the comments whether you think Chris Rock should have came back out and physically hit Will Smith back, or if Regina Hall should have came out
And fucked him.
and fucked him. There
my
was a
God.
weird fucking Will Smith joke that he seemed to not have a problem with, even though I think that was much more mean to his wife.
I think that was one of the build-up things. Like one of the things.
No,
that
you know,
really
I'm
got
taking
his
it back though
blood
because
boiling.
that was a compliment to him. So he doesn't fucking get upset
Yeah.
when she's like, "Oh, I want to fuck you." He's like, "Oh, that's really funny," even though you called my wife a whore in the same sentence.
Yeah.
But you say your wife is bald and hot. Oh, geez.
Yeah, how dare you
Fucking
say my
A.
wife is still
She's
hot even though she shaved
Tilda
her
Swinton
head?
and Doctor Strange. That's the worst thing you could be.
Holy shit.
All right, guys, that's it. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Peace out.